Good evening, friends. I know that Spirit are starting to come forward. Please, I first of all want to give you some words of philosophy before we start allowing Spirit to come forward. There are many of you that are asking questions of Spirit. Questions that you are asking. You're seeking the knowledge, you're seeking the truth. But many of you are not listening to what Spirit have to say. You take only what you want to hear, not what is being brought to you. We in Spirit, we know that we have to answer these questions, and we know that we have to ask you to listen. It is very important to know this, because you see, the words that are given to man many times, ask you will receive, seek you shall find, knock and the doors will open. Well, if you seek, you will find. Knock, the doors open. The door to your third eye that will give you all the answers and give you the vision. But you must always question. You must always doubt. This is why we say the words, seek, you shall find. It is important to know. Now we are here, waiting to come towards you. When the words of Spirit come, speak loud, speak clear. It is very important that your voice is heard by that of the Spirit, of that who comes close towards you. It is lovely to be here, able to come and speak to you once again. You see, it's always a pleasure, it's always an honor to come before you, to use the vessel, to hear your questions. If you want to ask them, we will do our best to answer them for you. But remember, it is all about the learning. It's all about the teaching. It's all about the understanding. There is so many questions that are not being asked. There are many that we can give the answers to if you are prepared to seek within yourself. Because you see, if you ask for the truth shall be given to you. Always remember this, because you see, your loved ones in Spirit, they want to connect with you. They want to come close towards you. You allow them to come. Sense their vibrations. Listen to the words as they whisper in your ear. See their vision within your third eye. There is so much for you to learn. We will help if you are prepared to allow us to do so. So I wait now for your questions, and the answer shall be given to you.
It's an honor to have you once more into the group, my sister.
Bless you, brother.
I would like to bring in people from the group to start off with the questions today, if I have your permission.
You may.
Okay, lovely Carol Ann, can I just get you to ask your question to Safena?
Hiya, Savannah. Could I ask if Spirit has got any path that they want me to go down?
Yes, my dear. The path for you to walk is the path of Spirit, to bring the words of wisdom to others. You see, you do not realize you are a philosopher where life is concerned. When you speak to others, you speak of your knowledge, you speak of your experiences, you speak of your life. And everyone takes a little bit at a time from you, and it helps them to go forward. It gives them strength. It gives them confidence. And in doing so, this is you walking the path of Spirit. Because you see, not all are meant to be mediums. Not all are meant to be healers. Working in Spirit is working in love, working in truth, And that is what your path is. You understand?
Yes.
God bless you.
Can I ask another question, please?
Yes, you may, my dear.
Will I ever see spirit come close to me?
Yes, my dear, you will, and you have already had spirit close to you. You see, when a loved one takes the transition into the realms of spirit, you never see them again in the fullness of the body. You see them in dream states, you see them through the love of the heart, and you see them through the third eye. They will always be with you, never leaving you. But you see, your life is yet to change. Your life is yet to open up into unknownness. And once it does, you will see new visions of the way of life for you. You understand?
Yeah.
God bless
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bless you. Rose, can I ask you to come in, please? I've just unmuted you.
Thank you. May I ask a question, Sister Savannah?
You may, my dear.
When a person goes over to spirit and they're ill, I've heard that it all goes away, the pain and everything. So when a medium is performing and they get the feeling that they went over with, how come that is?
Let me explain to you, my dear. When the spirit leaves the physical body, it leaves everything behind. But you have got to remember that when the spirit leaves the body, it is a living thought, and it takes that condition with them. It is not until they get into the realms of spirit that they are taken to what you call the hospital of spirit, where those conditions are taken from them. But they never forget what they had. So when they return to the earth, to their loved ones, the condition is placed upon the medium so that they are aware of the condition that they take their transition with. You understand? It is so
Thank
complex
you.
when you come to think that spirit is just an energy, and it has to bring so much with it when it comes towards you. You'll understand more by asking of the questions. You understand?
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you, Sister Savannah.
Bless you. Do you have any more questions, Rose?
No.
Okay. Right, next person. I'm just going to bring in John. We've seen Cat behind you again, Mo. John, where is he? Has he left? Oh, he's there. There you go. Go on, John. Ask a question to Sister Savannah.
Hi, Sister Savannah.
Hello, my friend.
I watched it on before, and you were on about man's got a lot to learn.
Yes, they have.
Are we ever going to learn it, or are we always going to be trying to achieve?
No, man has a lot to learn when life is concerned. The journey is a long journey. It will take centuries before man will ever learn lessons to bring the world together, to unite as one. But it will happen. But everyone has to go through the period of life where they learn lessons of their journey, because that is part of their progress, part of the path that they have to take, so that each and every one has a lesson in life, and a lesson they have learned, and a lesson they take with them into spirit. So when they see others falter in life, they can return to give help and to give guidance. You understand? But for man to come together, it is a long, long time. So many lessons, So many heartaches have got to come before they realize that they have made many mistakes and must unite. Has that answered the question for you, brother?
Yes, thank you, Sister Savannah.
God bless you.
It was just one question.
Thank you. Right, next person is Adrian. If you can ask your questions to Savannah.
Hello, sister.
Hello, brother.
Can I ask a question?
You may.
Thank you. First question. How is a new spirit or created?
A new spirit is created by that of the energies of our Father. He creates everything that comes to the world, to the universe. And it is created by energies. And God, within his wisdom, he knows where to send and what to place at the time. And the spirit starts to grow. And as it starts to grow, he looks at where he's got to be placed. And he places it to help them to grow within a physical body so that they can gain the knowledge, so that they can find their path within the life. But so much comes just from a little speck within the universe of what God has planned. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
God bless you.
My second question, if I could ask, please.
You may.
We said we have a third eye. How do we know if your third eye is open or partially open or even closed? How do we know, and how would we be able to open it if it is closed?
Well, brother, it is very simple. You see, when you go into your meditation and you start to allow spirit to come close to you, we work on what you call your chakras, your channels. We open up the third eye first, and the third eye is your mind. You see, many men within life have many conditions, confusions, upsets, and it brings the confusion within the mind that they cannot relax, they cannot come as one. But once they have gone into meditation and they have come into the peace, the eye opens, and we from spirit, we will show a vision to you. You hear those that will say, it's partly open. When the eye is open, it's fully open, not part open. It's just a case of that man does not know how to close the mind of the conditions, the worries, the upsets. But you see, once you learn to go into the meditation, to go into the deepness, mind, voice, heart, tummy, solar plex space, we put everything into water so that then you are open to all the entities and the energies of the spirit that wants to come towards you. So, brother, I know this. Your third eye is open. The only trouble is confusion is brought towards you by listening to what others have to say. Learn to listen to yourself. Learn to listen to your inner spirit and let them guide you well. You understand, brother?
Yes, thank you very much.
God bless you.
Bless you. Right, the next person is Mo. Please ask your question, Mo.
Good evening. May I ask my question?
You may, my dear.
My question is, am I halfway down my path yet? My
No.
path in life? No.
No. There's so much for you yet to learn, my dear. You see, you've heard the saying within life, never run before you can walk. You are just finding your balance at this moment of time. And once you find the right balance, that is when you can start to walk forward. And you know, like a child, when it finds its feet, it wants to run. But you have to slow yourself down. Otherwise, you'll miss the importance of your journey, of your progression, of what is meant to be. You know, a child within life, it wants to learn everything all at once, but it soon realizes you can only learn one thing at a time. And once you do, that is where you build, that is where you gain, and that is where you progress, you understand. So I hope that that has answered the question for you, my dear. But please, do not question yourself. Always remember, we in spirit are the ones that are in control, and we know exactly what we are doing when we use a vessel. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
Bless you, my dear.
May I ask a second question?
You may, my dear.
I sense and I feel, but I don't always see with my third eye. Is there a reason for that?
Sometimes you let confusion come into the mind. Remember the words. There is a very thin line before there is a very thin line between that of the spiritual and the material. And if you let your material come into the vision, then you are not giving properly. What you have to do is when you feel at the time you are not seeing in the right way, as spirit, to remove the conditions from the material mind, to allow your third eye to open up properly so that you can see the vision that has been placed in front of you. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you. Brother Patrick, can you please speak to Safena?
Okay. Sister Safena, may I ask if light's language is a true form of communication in the spirit world?
I can tell you without a doubt, no. No, I can tell you without a doubt. You see, you must listen carefully to me, brother.
I will.
You see, man tries to find different ways of trying to communicate with spirit. But this that they call of the language of light is not true. This is what we call a gimmick. It is a gimmick to make people think that they are connecting, but they cannot, because you see, they do not realize that man within life cannot understand a word that is being shown through the movements of their hands. They have to learn that listening to spirit is important, and it is important also that man listens to the energies that are placed around them. Because man, when going looking for the truth, will only find it from the words of spirit, from their loved ones who want to come to them. And let us be honest, friend, in this direction, there are fools within life, many fools within life, and they will soon be caught out. We know what is going to happen. We know what will go forward, and you will see that man will turn back to the truth of spirit in the true form that it's meant to be. You understand?
I do. Thank you.
God bless you, brother.
God bless you.
Have any more questions, Patrick?
I do actually, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I would like to ask, I'm learning some new courses, and am I on the right path?
Brother, let me tell you something very important here. You are a gifted child, and one that spirit have attached to. They come to you for one reason and one reason only, because you are true within the soul and true within the heart and true within the mind and true within your energies. Going down a different road to find what others have to tell you. you will find yourself becoming confused, becoming mixed up with what is to be, what should be. You have got to learn to listen to yourself and learn to listen to your inner spirit that will truly show you the right way. The trouble with man is this: when they have a gift that is given, they search in different directions. And the gift that they have, they should be learning, building, gaining, and strengthening. But they think that others have greater knowledge than them. Well, let me tell you this, my brother. We cannot stop you from joining any kind of group whatsoever. But what we will tell you this: you will only find the truth from within, and from the truth of spirit, your helper, your guide that will work with you. That is the most important thing of all. Let me tell you, brother, there are many healers within the world. Many are true, but there are many that are false. And you know, sometimes you can be taken down the wrong road. And we don't want to see that happen where you are concerned, because you are being chosen to do the bidding of God. You understand?
I understand. Thank you.
God bless you, brother.
God bless you.
Bless you. Right, lovely Lynn, can you please ask your question to Sister Safena?
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Sister Safena.
Hello, my dear.
My question is, I would really like to know what part my father plays in my spiritual journey at this time.
Your father, he is one that is wise. He is one that comes towards you. The Father within the spirit realms that draws close towards you. He is one that is helping you along the path of your healing. He did not understand much when upon the earth of the spirit realms and the spirit returning, but he has learned a great deal in the realms of spirit. As you are progressing, so is he. The two of you are learning together, and he will show you the right way. As you sit at this moment, your hands have become very hot, very clammy, because Spirit Divine does attend your prayers. And Spirit is with you at this moment, giving you the answer that you are asking of the question. You see, many that take the transition may not have linked very well with those in life, but once they take the transition, they want to get closer so that they can put their wrongs right. And that is what's happening in this direction. You understand?
I understand.
God bless your sister.
Thank you very much.
Bless you. Right, Susan, please can you ask your question to Sister Safena? I'm unmuting you.
I'm so pleased and blessed to make your acquaintance, Sister Savannah.
Thank you.
I would like to know the path. I would like to ask you a question. Is that okay?
Yes, you may, my dear.
Thank you. I would like to know the path that I'm following. Do you feel, with everything I'm learning and the third eye and everything I'm hearing, feeling, seeing, knowing, this is all put in front of me to guide me on the right path in life to heal, because healing is very important to me.
My dear, let me explain to you. Man has his own free will to follow whichever path he wishes to take. Man has the free will to listen to others and also to listen to themselves. You have asked a few questions within the one, so I will explain something to you. First of all, my dear, There is a beautiful lady in the realms of spirit that draws very close to you on a mother vibration of life, and one before taking her transition would have suffered of the great pains of the physical body. She comes very close towards you. She is a helper towards you. She was one that had her faith, but she kept it quiet. But she was one that comes to you to help you, because you have always been one that wants to help others when life is concerned. And this is part of your journey. You speak also of listening to others. Always remember, take what you want, what you don't, you dismiss, because you see, you have got to work in your own way. You have got to choose the path you wish to walk. Remember this. You say that you are interested. Very important. But you've got to ask yourself this. Do I want to work as a spiritual healer? Do I want to be a Reiki healer? Or do I want to be a healer of the mind? You must ask yourself what you really want. Then once you have found the answer to that, that is where we of spirit can draw close towards you to help you so that you can progress and move forward. But remember this, you are not alone. You are not alone, because spirit will always be there to help you and to guide you. You spoke to the gentleman, the vessel, before I was allowed to come to speak. And you said that you went through a period of time, that you came away from what is to be. You had to get that period of time because you see you went through many difficulties, many tears and many heartaches. They had to be brain and had to be placed before Ikoso, to be put upon you so that you could find the inner strength for you to go forward. You understand?
Yes, I understand this.
God bless you.
May I ask another question?
You may, my dear.
Thank you. So this woman, oh God, question within a question. She will hear me when I call her. I feel she's one of my grandmothers, but I also have shortness of breath that my own health, minor health issues, but I don't give a lot of relevance to it because I always think out of the box and think above it. Is there anything I can do? Like, and you mentioned Reiki, that was on my mind because I have such a strong energy. When I put my mind to it, my hands can get hot like fire. And I've done it to my dog with her ears. I've done it to me with my shortness of breath. But it doesn't always work the way it's supposed to. So I don't know if
it is not supposed to work the way you want it to work. It's the way that we in spirit want it to work. You see, let me explain to you, my dear. First of all, the lovely lady in the realms of spirit that came with the mother vibration, you say grandmother. Mother vibration it is. But let me explain, if you call upon her, she will always listen to you. She will always draw close towards you and you will feel her presence. You also spoke of your own health conditions. Let me explain to you. First of all, when it comes to your physical body, ask that of spirit to bring the healers to you first of all, so that they can ease your condition that is placed upon your physical body. Because you see, as you give, so shall you receive. And when you give to others, They will take from you, but you have to be strong within yourself, because if not, then you cannot give properly to that you want to within the healing sense. You spoke of the Reiki. You was told, first of all, if that is what you want to do, listen to yourself and learn to progress. Gain what knowledge you need to gain, and in doing so, we in spirit, we will help you. But if you fail, that is you that failed, not of spirit. You understand?
Yes, I understand. With the mind and the hands, I want to do it all. That's the whole
Yes,
problem.
my dear.
I love healing people's minds and turning light bulbs, and I love the energy that comes out of my hands. I feel like I can do it all.
Yes, but it drains you. But it drains you, my dear. This is why you must always remember, you give, so you should receive as well. Because once the body and the mind becomes weak, you are not giving what is meant to be. You understand? And
So,
always remember, do not run before you can walk. Because you see, wanting everything today means there's nothing for tomorrow, and you want to progress in the right way. Your heart is good, your nature is good, and you will be able to move forward. But remember, you must be the one that is in control at all times. You understand?
Yes, I do understand. I just want to be clear that if you give too much when in too many areas, you drain yourself and then you start exhibiting physical symptoms. So
Yes.
be careful not to give more than what you have to give, but know your limitations and then ask spirit to heal the areas within that need healing. Don't try to do it myself. Don't try to do it.
That is true, my dear. And that is confirmed for you what you have been asking. So now you must learn to listen to what Spirit have told you. And it is up to you now to progress in the right way. So I leave you and say, God bless you, my dear.
Thank you, and God bless you as well.
Right, lovely Charlema. Can I just bring you in to ask your questions?
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to ask kind of a personal question. I had a medium reading recently where a past loved one came through, and I just wanted to know if that was him, because I know I'm told not to read everything and believe everything, but I always question everything. I've heard that spirits can, I don't know, pretend to be other spirits. And so I just wanted to know if that was him.
No. No,
No?
No, it was not. You see, listen to me very carefully. When you have to ask questions about a reading that was given, that shows there was not the right connection with you. You understand?
Yes.
Because when your loved ones come towards you, you should feel their presence. You should feel their love. You should feel their energies, and you should understand what has been brought towards you. You see, my dear, you're still holding on, wanting words to be given to you. Let Spirit do it in its own time. Please, I say this to you. We in Spirit, we will help as much as we can to everyone within the world. But you see, when you're seeking, you keep seeking, but there are those that will take, then there are those that will give. With the message that was given to you, you must not accept it because you see you are questioning, you are doubting. So that proves to you, yourself, within yourself, it was not right. You understand?
Yes, thank you. And then I guess just following on that, can't spirits do that? Can they pretend to be someone else, or it was just a wrong connection?
It is not, my friend. Let me explain to you. It isn't spirit that can be wrong. It's man that brings their own thoughts in. It's man that brings their own thoughts. This is why we say to man many times, there's a very thin line between the spiritual and the material. And you see, once they connect with your material thoughts, they can draw the energies from you, and they can bring words that are not true. So you see, you must always remember, listen carefully to what is being said from spirit to give you truth. You understand?
Yes, thank you. That's very helpful. God
God
bless you.
bless you.
Bless you. John, can I just ask you to come back in?
Can I ask a question, Sister Savannah?
You may, brother.
Thank you. Has there been more spiritual civilizations before us, like Mayans, Aztecs, Stonehenge? That
Oh, yes, 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 since time began. Since time began. The way you look at spirituality in the sense of life today, you do not understand anything. You do not understand. Many moons ago, many years ago, many centuries ago, it was a case of those of the highest. They would have the soothsayers. They would have the high priest, the high priestess. They would be the ones that would always connect with the spirits and the elders. You see, you do not understand very much where life is concerned at the moment. You see, we have been all over your world. We have been in the areas that have not yet been spoken of. Much is yet to be found through the history of man. And you will also understand more of spirit if you learn to connect, learn to ask, turn to those in spirit, and you will find your answers. They do not come straight away towards you. You see, you spoke of the Aztec. Well, I'm an high priestess. I was one that was with the Aztec, and I am one that saw the plague that came into our areas that took all from the world. But we always had faith. We always had faith that our gods and our spirits would always be as one. So you see, brother, going back in your time, there was greater understanding. And you will also find that those that you called the mediums of the past, the pioneers, who understood how to link truly with spirit. You do not see in your life at this moment much of that, of what you call the materialization of spirit. They're afraid to let spirit come. Transfiguration. There are those that think they do it but do not do it. So you see, when we come, we find a vessel such as this that is willing to let us use them to bring proof, to bring words of wisdom to you. That is very important. Brother, I have to say to you, you have been calling to spirit. You've been asking for guidance at this moment of time. A farther vibration in the realms of spirit draws close towards you, and one that before taking up the transition would have suffered with the weakness of the lungs before his transition into spirit. He is watching you grow, but he is also watching the mistakes that you are making. It is time for you to look within yourself. And once you do that, you can find yourself to move forward. You understand?
Thank you. Yes, I do. Thank you, Sister Savannah. God bless you.
Brother. You're welcome.
Bless you. I love it when you speak Aztec fruit vessel.
God bless you.
Right, Carol Ann. I'm just going to bring you back in.
May I ask another question, sister?
You may, my dear.
This is a personal one. Have I lived before?
No, no. That sounds
No.
silly. That sounds silly. Have you lived before? No, you haven't. Your spirit has, but you have not. You see, no one understands this. When you are born to the world, you are human. You are that of a shell that God has placed the spirit within. And the spirit within has many journeys from the past, but has to so much be cleansed to start anew. So even the spirit, when it comes back into man, does not always know whether it has been in a past life. So you see, you are asking, have you been in a past life? The answer to that is no. You understand?
Yes. Has
God bless
my
you.
spirit been in a past life?
Yes. Here the spirit can move forward. And as it moves forward, it gains greater knowledge. Then it can return with God's blessing into that of the physical body as it is born into the world. But it cannot do it so many times. It can only do it at a few. So this is why I say to you, the spirit every so often has to be cleansed. Because if not, there would be so many lies, so much knowledge that the spirit would actually explode. Because you see, you are a living energy, you are a living thought. It's the spirit, the soul within you. You understand?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, sister.
God bless you.
Bless you. Right. Lovely Adrian. Come and get back in, brother.
Hello again, sister.
Hello, brother.
So this question, I don't know whether it's been asked before, but I just need to sort of get my head around it. So are there different kinds of spirit? Because before I remember you saying that you can't, spirit can't go back into being like different animals or things. So are there spirits that are set for animals and humans and trees and things?
Yes, there is, brother. Yes, I am glad that you have asked that question. Because you see, could you imagine that you was to send that of an animal, of the spirit, into man? It would be very confusing. And what if you was to send man into the spirit of a tree? Very confusing. So yes, there are those of the hells of spirit that go into the realms where they are of that, first of all, of the living energy for those that are animals, then for man. And trees. No one believes that tree lives, but it does. A heart within the tree beats, and it is what it does for man in life. It is a living spirit, a living energy. And that spirit within, because it has grown from the energies of the earth, and it has the heart of that of the energy of the earth, that goes to spirit also. So you see, when you look at everything within life, everything that is living has a living spirit, and it returns to where and what is to be. Otherwise, if all is brought together, it would bring a lot of confusion, you understand?
I do, thank you.
God bless you, brother.
Can I ask one more question, please?
Yeah, my brother.
Last night I was sat in an inspired circle and I felt spirit potentially come into me, and I said some words that I didn't understand. Do you know maybe how I could find out what that language was, or whether it was one of my guides, or whether it was from a higher realm like yourself?
It was one of your helpers that was finding its way to come through you. You see, brother, you must understand, first of all, you are not yet connected to doing the trance, as you call it. In other words, for spirit to take full control of your voice. So you are very honored, you are privileged to have a spirit helper that was willing to come within you, within your presence, to speak the words that they spoke. The words are not for you, it's for others to understand. It's for others to see just how close spirit can come to you. Words are but words, no matter what language it is spoken, you understand.
I do, thank you.
God bless you.
God bless.
Bless you. Lovely Nanny Lynn, please come on down.
Okay, thank you very much. It's me again, and I would like to ask a question that is very similar to what has just been asked of you. Last week, I was sitting in a meditation and I felt my arms go stiff and they were raised up. And I just went with the feeling. I didn't try and stop it or anything, but I'm just wondering if that is the start of a new journey for me, or if you can explain what
I will
happened.
explain it to you, my dear, very, very simply. You see, you are a gifted child, and there are many spirits that gather around you. When you go into that of what you say of the meditation, your mind is clear, your body is relaxed. Then spirit bring a sign towards you. They place the energies very strongly within you, and you feel a force that makes your hands stretch out. Then you feel the arms raise up. This is the way that spirit are giving you a sign to say to you, we will take your hands, we will lift you up, and we will show you the truth, what spirit is meant to bring towards you. You are going down a different path where life is concerned spiritually. Do not be surprised, my dear, to find yourself covered with the cloak of energy. Now listen to those words, the cloak of energy. It will bring many conditions where you will find the physical body start to change. This can lead to you sitting for transfiguration. But you have got to first of all allow spirit to take complete control. Do not be afraid of them. Yes, sometimes it's a little worrying, but we will ease the worries. So you see, you are taking the first steps to allowing spirit to get stronger with you. You understand, my dear?
I do understand. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Bless you too.
Bless you. Right. I have two questions, sister, if I may ask.
Yeah, my brother.
The first one is, going back to my childhood, my grandmother used to say the words, God has a special plan for you. Is this always been meant to be, or was that her own thoughts?
Your grandmother was one that was very wise, and one that was very spiritual. Would not speak of, but she understood. that when she seen a gifted child, she knew that gifted child. And yes, this is your path. This is your path. Do not ever question it, my brother, because you see, when you start to question yourself, you bring doubt within yourself. When you bring doubt within yourself, you lose yourself. We are working hard with you. We are working very hard with you because you are the gifted child. There are quite a few within life that have the gift, but we also know that life can take over and they become material rather than spiritual. You have had your material, you've had your heartaches, you've had your pains, you've had your suffering. But now, this is your time to grow. And once you grow, others will see you in a different light. They will see you shine. And when they see you shine, this is where your life truly begins. You see, you are lucky. You are very lucky.
Yes.
Because we in spirit, we have chosen wisely. You understand?
Yes, you've been spoiling me a lot lately.
Well, let us be honest, brother, as regards spoiling you. You are worth it because you see, you do so much for us in spirit, and you know you do so much for man by helping. You know your words are wise, and words of wisdom are ones that are very true to help others when life is concerned. You understand?
Yes, sister. This does ask the other question though. You know, I want to talk about the material. Like, there's all these TV mediums and all that. I'm just questioning, is spirit actually with them, or when they go on that material path, what is spirit's opinion overall with it?
Well, let me explain to you. We have to be very careful, brother.
Yeah.
We do watch, and we do listen. And I've got to say to you, you ought to see us all here. We call it a comedy. We call it a comedy because you see, in this direction, there are many that try to connect but do not. They came and they asked for Spirit to give them knowledge. Spirit gave them a little and they abused it. They abused it and they do it for their self-gain. They look for popularity, and what they tend to do is they make spiritualism and they make us in the realms of spirit look fools. But we have to allow them to do so because this is part of man's condition of learning lessons. You see, there is a saying within your life, there is no fool like an old fool, unless it's the young making a fool of you all. And that is what they are doing, you understand?
Yes, sister, thank you. That's gave me so much relief.
God bless you.
God bless you. All right, Susan, I'm just going to bring you back in. You're muting, yeah? Click it.
Hi, Savannah. May I ask you another question, please?
You may, my dear.
Thank you. So, my mother, who's still alive, is 96, and many years ago, I prayed over her with crystals and a cross when she had she was in the hospital with the actually, I think it was appendicitis. I didn't know at the time. And I saw a big light go around her. So now at 96, this is when she was in her 60s. Now at 96, I've noticed recently, because of, and I've come to my own determination why, she's gone into her cognitive mind as a forgetfulness. Not, she's of memories or something that has happened, and it's starting not of the past, more, some of the past, but more of like, what did I have for dinner? I don't remember. I'm just feeling, and I've been working with her to try to retrain her brain. It is when somebody is in mild cognitive decline, I look at it like a pencil. That's what I told my mom. You have to sharpen the pencil or it gets dull. Well, your pencil is your brain. So you have to sharpen it, because if you don't, it has an eraser at the end and all your memories get erased. Is it possible that one could help somebody retrain their brain by feeding it the proper foods, the proper rest, the proper, because of the COVID being isolated and all these things that could affect your memory? Or even I read about wax in your ears. She just had wax.
No.
Can you retrain the brain once it started losing it?
No, you can't, my dear. You see, the brain, once it starts to weaken, you cannot strengthen it no matter what you do towards it. You see what happens here. The body is one that is growing in life. And you spoke about you putting the healing crystals upon her when she was in her 60s. She was, but
Yes.
now the body is deteriorating in all aspects, and the brain is also. So you cannot, no matter what food you give them, no matter what you place upon them, you cannot bring their mind back into today's thoughts. Their mind is going backwards, and it will also do so, and it will not change. You say it's like a pencil that is sharpened. Well, you see, you know, from time to time, the pencil becomes blunt and there is nothing left. This is what is happening at this moment. Till your scientists can find the conditions of what they call the brain's cells. Once they can find this, then they can restore them. But that is for a long, long time yet to come. So you see, my dear, unfortunately, the brain cannot, will not be restored back to as it once was. You understand?
Yes, so don't get frustrated and
No.
try and all these, just try to keep her happy and make her laugh, because laughter is healing.
Of course
So
it is, my dear. Of course it is. You are doing what a child should do for a mother, and that is to encourage them, to give them strength, but most of all, to give to them what they gave to you freely. That is love. Give them the love. They will not forget that, because love is important. You understand?
I very much understand about the love.
God bless you, my dear.
May I ask one more question,
You
please?
may, my dear.
Yeah, so I'm aware, I'm just saying, this is not my question. I'm aware when you said, I have a grandmother, and you felt a grandmother's presence, and a mother. I'm aware it must be my mother's mother, Sophie, and that's, I find that very, I feel, because somebody had said it was your grandma Lena, but I feel it's my grandma Sophie. But the question I have to ask is, my husband in spirit, who passed away 6 months after my father, I know I've had dreams. He's visited me 3 times, and I can't believe that spirit, that they can come through on a cell phone and send a message that has come through on my phone from him, let alone my dreams, that things that he can send me messages for things that I'm working on for him through spirit, from my connection with him. I don't know if I'm being clear, that he comes and visits me. I'm aware. I already know this, but he can send me messages to help me with a case that I'm working on with him. I've gotten all this, plus it's come through on my cell phone, a message that had to do with the case and ideas. All of a sudden your mind broadens and you hear things and they come out of nowhere. This is spirit that wants to help us.
Yes, it is, my dear. Let me explain to you. You have heard the saying, God works in mysterious ways, and these wonders he does perform. Well, let me tell you, we in the spirit realms, we do not need technology. We can place words anywhere. We can do it through that of what you call your connections here within the computer, with what you call your cell phone, with what you call that of the handwriting. It's the words that are placed there that stand out to you, that are important. And if you look at the words and put them all together, that is where your message comes towards you. You are seeking for that of the knowledge to help you to sort out conditions that is that is coming through that of conditions of insurances in this direction. This can be sorted. Spirit will come through that of the mind. They will come through the silhouette. They will come through the sound. There is so much that spirit will bring to you. But you must always remember this. You have got to learn to watch what signs are being brought. Write them down, put them together, and you will have your message from spirit like you say you have. You understand, my dear?
Yes. So this is, I tell myself that it's like a puzzle, and I take all the pieces and I interlock them to get all the messages and all the pieces to interlock them to come up with the answer.
That is correct. That is correct. You are doing the right thing there, my dear. So you see, you have had your answer and you know what you have to do. So I say, God bless you, my dear.
Thank you so much, Sister Savannah. God bless you too.
Right. Lovely Charlema, can you just speak your question?
Yes, thank you. So I just had a question about, I guess, spirit life, or what do spirits do? Like, do you all have relationships like we have here, marriages, children, jobs, or is that?
No, my dear. You see, let me explain to you. This question has been asked many times to the spirit realms. Well, let me first of all explain. How can you have a relationship in the sense of love, to join together, to come to marriage, to live together, have children, when we are but a living thought? You see, we do fall in love with the spirits that are around us, but each and every one of us are not connected through marriage. We do not have children. You have the children. They're the ones that come forward to grow within life, and it is their spirits that come towards us. You understand this?
Yes.
Yes, my dear. You see,
and then
let me explain something to you, my dear, so you will understand this more clearly. Do you know, if we was to make love like man, and we was to have children, then the spirit realms will be overpopulated and we wouldn't want you to come to us. You understand?
Yes.
There you are, my dear. That has answered your question for you.
Yeah, yes, thank you. And then I just had another question. It was something that, thank you. We were just having a discussion about this last week, and none of us are knowledgeable in the area. And so I just wanted to know if demons are real or something that man just makes up in their head. Specifically, people talk about incubus and succubus, or I don't know if I'm saying their names right, but yeah. So
there is no demons. There are no demons within life. Many were called the devil. Let me explain to you. Man places the word demon and everything else to that seems dark. What they do not realize is this. The darkness comes from man, and it's the darkness they place around them that can cause so many conditions. There are many that are foolish that will play around with things they do not understand. You have those that go into occults. There are those that will do the black magic. There are those that will bring that of the demons, as you call them, from the earth. This isn't true. This isn't true. It is man that is making these, and because of it, they will say the demon, the devil. You are devil worshippers and everything like that. You see, let me tell you, you have heard many say of Dracula. Dracula was not a man. You see, it was a bat that used to drink the blood of man. But everyone exaggerated and made it seem as though he was a demon and scared everyone around them. You see, this is the sort of thing that goes on within life. You have those that do voodoo, that will do that of the demon things within that of energies that will scare you. You see, the man has a mind, and if a mind is weak, they can cause it much confusion. You understand?
Yes, definitely. So people that talk of these experiences, it's basically just in their mind that they're making a reality for themselves. Is that how I should understand it?
Let me explain to you, first of all, my dears, to put things into perspective. In this direction, there are those that you call earthbound. They're the ones that have caused darkness within their life and are not prepared to move forward. So you have those that you call the exorcists within life. They are the true ones that know how to bring that darkness into the light. But it's those that do not know how to do with it and deal with it. They call them demons. And that is what you have to learn, the difference from those who work truly with spirit, that will take those that are earthbound into the realms, and those that do not understand, that will say that those demons are around you. Do not listen to those words, they are false. And I say that sincerely to you, my dear, because you see, let us explain something to you within life. You are being called the demon, and yet you're not. You understand?
Yeah.
God bless you, my dear.
Thank you. You too.
Interesting. Wow. Right, Brother Patrick, come on down.
Hi, Sister Savannah. Can I ask you another question?
You certainly can, brother.
Thank you. I'd like to know, is it possible for me to pick up my son in the spirit world or see him, as I don't get that at the moment? Or am I actually blocking him?
You're not blocking him. No, you're not blocking him. And you will see. You will see for yourself. But at this moment of time, listen carefully to me, brother, because it is very important to understand. You see, you at this moment are progressing, and you are progressing and putting your time and your energies all into what you want to do for spirit. Then your material life takes over, and you're planning ahead of yourself. So you don't really get the full time to sit and wait for spirit to come towards you. But I will tell you, as time progresses, he will come, and when he comes, you will not deny it. It will not come through that of the energy of the third eye. It will come as the silhouette. You will see, you will sense, you will feel, and he will come and he will sit on the side of your bed. And once he does, he will speak to you, and the words will remain. Just be patient. It will come. The month of June is very important to you, my brother. Wait and see. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you for answering my question.
You're welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Right. John, I'm just going to ask you to come forward.
Can I ask a question, please, Sister Savannah?
Give me, brother.
If you're drawn to something, is that spirit or is that just in you? Or should you go, or do you know, if you've heard different things about the area?
Let me explain to you, brother. When you're drawn to something, it is the energies that are pulling you towards it. And it's once you get to the area that is being pulled to, you must listen to yourself here by what you are feeling, what energies you are feeling in the area that you are being brought to. If it does not feel right, you walk away from it. If it feels good, then you hold on to it, you embrace it, and you start to grow with it and become part of the energies that have drawn you. You understand?
Yes, thank you, Sister Savannah. Thank you for tonight. God bless.
God bless you. Thank you, brother.
Right, last question, and that's from lovely Rose. Please speak, Rose.
Hi, Sister Savannah. Can I ask a question, please?
You may, my dear.
When a person goes to spirit, you do usually see like a butterfly or a ladybird or something like that. Does that mean the person is that, or is that something different?
It is not the spirit within, it is a symbol they are showing to you. Because you see, all creatures, great and small, are all part of God's plan of the spirit realms and the energies. You see creatures, butterflies, moths, that of the fly, that of the ladybird. They sense the energies of how you are feeling, and they bring that little bit of joy into your life. They bring to you a little bit of upliftment, and you look and you say, this is a sign to say this is such and such. It is not. It is not. It is just that of what Spirit have done to show to you that of the creatures of life feel your pain and will come towards. You understand?
Yes, thank you, Sister Savannah.
God bless you, my dear.
There we go. That's I suppose I could ask one question about the animals, sister. Or shall I save it for next week?
If you've got the question, ask it, brother.
I just was wondering, because we've had a theme around the animals tonight, I'm just wondering, when the animals transition to spirit, do they go into their own sphere, like a dog into a dog sphere and a human into the human sphere?
No,
Or are they all in the same place?
they're all in the same place.
Okay.
You see, remember what has just been spoken, God's plan. All creatures, great and small, they go into the spirit realms, where that of spirit, the loved ones that have gone before, that used to look after the animals, take care of them, just like you would speak of a vet within your life. They are there being taken care of, and it is there that they find their new lives, their journeys forward. You understand?
Yes, sister. God bless you.
God bless
I
you.
return as vessel. Thank you so much today.
Not
As always.
thanking you. It is
Take-
always a pleasure to hear the questions. And believe me, I've enjoyed answering them to you. There has been so much, the words of wisdom from each and every one of you that are searching and seeking for the truth. And that is what we are here for. That is why we like to use the vessel to come forward. Now I must step aside from him to let him come back once again to speak to you, to each and every one of you, so that you will know that the truth of Spirit has come forward. I want to say thank you to those in the realms of Spirit, and to thank those of you who have attended tonight. It is always, always an honor to come forward to allow Spirit to use me. But I am but just an humble being. God bless you.